What's going on, you guys? I'm coming to you today with a Phantom 2 expansion pack for X-Wing. We're going to unbox this thing. This is the Sheathipede class shuttle. You've probably seen these in the Clone War era. It has also come back in Star Wars Rebels, and this is the new Sheathipede from X-Wing's Wave 12. I do want to remind you guys, as we're getting everything unboxed here, that I do have another round of the giveaway going on right now. And the only thing you need to automatically enter an expansion of your choice in the form of a $20 Cool Stuff gift card is to go ahead and be a subscriber and make sure you leave a comment on this or one of my other videos, and you're automatically entered to win. So yes, we're pulling everything out here. This thing actually looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and put this guy on his base. If we can, there we go. And is this, I don't have it in there right. There we go. All right, so there's the Sheathipede. Nice paint applications on this thing. That's one thing I'm definitely noticing. Underneath, there's the bottom. You don't really get to see the bottom very often. The rear end of it, all right, there's the little back hatch doors. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's take a look at our cardboard here. Now the Sheathipede does have the auxiliary firing arc, so it can shoot out the front or the rear. We've got our 4 pilots there. We got the double Z target locks, and there's the Sheathipede class shuttle, and there is our dial, which is also here in the card. So you can take a look at the dial if you want to pause there. It's got it's not a bad dial. It's pretty middle of the road dial. All right, and now let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at our pilot cards first. We do get a reference card for the auxiliary arc, the titles and upgrades, and the coordinate action, which this thing also has. So the first Rebel non-epic ship to get coordinate. All right. All right, so we're going to start off with our PS9, Fen Rao. He's a pilot skill 9, and the ship itself has 2 attack, which is less, but it can shoot out the rear arc, so it has more. Is more likely to be able to have a shot. 2 agility, 4 hull, 1 shield. It does have an astromech slot, and it also has a crew, and of course you can put your EPT on there. It has focus, target lock, and the coordinate action, and that's really the claim to fame with this thing is the coordinate, which is always nice. Fen Rao at pilot skill 9. When an enemy ship inside your firing arc at range 1 to 3 becomes the active ship during the combat phase. If you are not stressed, you may receive 1 stress token. If you do, that ship cannot spend tokens to modify its dice when attacking this round. So this guy is really going to be difficult to deal with. He's going to give your opponents some problems. Then we have Ezra Bridger at PS5 for only 17 points. When defending, if you are stressed, you may change up to 2 of your eyes to evade results. Same ability we had before. Note that Fen Rao has a new ability, although he is in a new faction now. Zeb. We've got Zeb once again. And Zeb is, when defending, you may cancel crits before hits. This is a little bit more relevant than on the previous version, since you've got more hit points, basically, more hull that it would matter for. And then we have AP5 coming in a PS1 and only 15 points, which isn't bad, especially if you end up wanting to dock this thing on your Ghost. When you perform the coordinate action, after you choose a friendly ship and before it performs a free action, you may receive 2 stress tokens to remove a stress token from it. So basically, this guy can even coordinate friendly ships if they are stressed, while kind of taking the burden himself. And I could just imagine AP5 from Rebels complaining a little bit about his lot in life to deal with your stress and going nuts here. Let's go ahead and look at our upgrade cards. First thing we're going to get is the Courier Droid. Now this is a limited, so only 1 per, but it's a crew and it costs 0, and 0 cross cards are always awesome because you can always put them on. At the start of the Place Forces step, you may choose to treat your pilot skill as 0 or 8 until the end of the step. So that's nice, and that it gives you some flexibility, and it costs nothing, so might as well use it. My favorite card of the set, Maul. He's scum only. You can ignore this restriction if your squad contains Ezra Bridger. Now keep in mind, Ezra Bridger is now a pilot for both the shuttle here as well as the other shuttle. You can use either one of those. You can use Ezra Crew. So you have different ways that you can put Ezra in your squad. All right. And now they don't have to be on the same ship, which is interesting enough. See, cost 3. When attacking, if you are not stressed, you may receive any number of stress tokens to reroll that many attack dice. After performing an attack that hits, you may remove one of your stress tokens. So ideally, you use him to reroll 1 die, and then you hit, and then you remove the stress. Or maybe you use him to reroll 2 dice, hit, remove 1 of those stress, and then do a green maneuver next turn. However, I think this guy works best on Key and Farlander, the B-Wing. He also works really, really well on epic ships, which, like you put him on a CR-90 or whatever the Scum Corvette ends up becoming, and whew. I did want to point out one other thing. I haven't noticed this before, but in these little expansions here, the proof of purchase is here as opposed to being in the cardboard. Maybe I haven't looked closely enough at the pieces of paper that we're throwing away, but this will probably be the first one of these that I don't save because I'm not saving paper. Interesting. All right. Now we've got Chopper. We've already got Chopper, but Chopper was a crew last time. Chopper is now an astromech, and he's unique. Action, discard 1 other equipped upgrade to recover 1 shield. This guy could work out really well in an X-Wing. He could potentially really well with anything that has a potential upgrade that you don't want anymore. So that much is pretty cool. But yeah, I like Chopper a lot. He's another way for you to get shields back. That's what a lot of astromechs tend to do. Chopper is one of the cheapest astromechs also, so that's great. Flight Assist Astromech, another 1 point. Now, 1 point astromechs are always good as far as X-Wings are concerned because they want to get that integrated astromech and get an extra hull for 1 point. This one says you cannot attack ships outside your firing arc after you execute a maneuver. If you did not overlap a ship or obstruct, or an obstacle rather, and there are no enemy ships inside your firing arc at range 1 to 3, you may perform a free boost or barrel roll action. So this, I think, is probably one of the stars of this expansion because this is a really good astromech. Like, if there's any card in here that's going to make people want to buy multiple Sheathipede shuttles, I think it's this card right here. He's really good. Really good. So I like that one a lot, especially for X-Wings. I mean, it works on this one too, but the idea here is everything's going to work on this, but you hope. Of course, that's not the case with certain ships now. If you wanted to buy like a Jumpmaster now, it wouldn't work. But yeah, I think that's really going to be really good on X-Wings. The Ghost. So this is just a new version of the Ghost title. This one actually doesn't work on this ship, but it works with this ship. So this is just you're getting 2 of these. So you're getting a new Ghost title and Phantom 2 title. And the reason you need a new Ghost title is because the old Ghost title just says the Phantom, and this is the Phantom 2. So this is specifying that you use this title with this Phantom, you use the old title with the old Phantom. And then the Phantom 2. When you are docked, the Ghost can perform primary weapon attacks from its special firing arc. So that's that, the Ghost's rear arc. So it's always a nice thing. You can have a cheaper option to get one docked. But unlike the other Phantom title that lets you shoot with a turret at the end of turn, this one gives the Ghost a free coordinate action. So this one could be potentially better or potentially worse. I like that both Phantom titles are very different. And that nothing, like there's some builds you may want the old Phantom, and some builds you may want the new Phantom. So this is the Phantom 2 Sheathipede class shuttle unboxing. Make sure you guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for alerts. You don't want to miss when I announce the winner of the giveaway, especially in time for the holidays. That can always come in handy. So thank you guys again so much for watching. As we approach 10,000 subscribers, I just want to really wish you guys happy holidays and say thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have given. May the Force be with you.